Thanks for checking out my little YouTube channel here, Pope's Projects. I'm Pope, and this is my project 818 SRX. The last video I did, I believe it was early July that I posted, was my first drive video. It was a huge milestone, very exciting point in the build, and unfortunately, that was actually filmed in May, and I haven't really worked on the car much since. A little bit, but certainly nothing that was worthy of a video update. Busy summer with vacations and family visiting and work, and this fall has just been crazy for work. I've spent most of it out of town. The little bit of time I've spent in town, it was very important to spend time with family, and the car just always comes second. I've got about 3 weeks off for Christmas with no work. I'm already a week into it. I've done a little bit, couldn't film it yet because I had some issues with my camera. The plan is to get as much done in this 3 weeks as I can, so I've only got to pick at it during the winter to get it on the road in the spring. I did my little to-do list. If you guys are anything like me, you probably have a couple of these in the garage. I actually had like 4 on the go, and I just yesterday compiled them all into one list. So my goal is, with this video, while I got 2 weeks left, I'm going to film this over the next 2 weeks, and I'm going to see how much of this I can get crossed off. Some of it are just little easy things that only take a couple hours. Some are quite a lot more intensive. But I'm trying to focus on a type of task. Like the past couple of days I was doing some bodywork and cutting. Let's make the mess, let's do all the cutting, let's do all that trimming and get it done. When I do the wiring, I'll do all of the wiring together. Kind of been putting off the wiring. That's what I've been working on this summer. The lights were already mounted, but they had the blue tape on them, I believe, in the startup video. So the front lights have all been wired up, and I've got all the relays set in on the dash, and I've started wiring them, and they work. They're just not all finished wiring up. Yesterday I did my bumper cutouts on my rear bumper. Pretty aggressive compared to what a lot of guys are doing. Mostly with these 2 side ones. Someone else in the forum, and I'm sorry I'm forgetting who, one of the guys that did the dual exhaust. He did a similar version, but his were smaller because he had the dual exhaust coming out the sides. My exhaust, if you recall, will come right out the center here. For now, I'm not worrying about mesh. I will install some grill or something to make it look aesthetically pleasing later, but that's by no means a priority. Getting this car pretty is not a priority at all. Just getting it functioning right now. So I'm because I have that air-to-air intercooler, reducing the pressure in the rear engine bay is priority number 1 for cooling. So I'm hoping this is enough venting. I'm not even shy of cutting more. I might cut some more on the sides. I might trim a little more away on the bottom. We'll see what it needs. But for now, this is a good start. And you wouldn't believe how many people have commented on, because I used to have this cut out here. Let me just grab it. This was the old center section here. And the reason it was so tight to the muffler was that so I could keep the tip centered when I originally made it. And I wasn't sure on the cutout, so I hadn't cut it out. But everybody that's seen it was like, oh, I'm pretty sure you're going to need to trim that around the exhaust. That's going to catch on fire. So now people can stop saying that. Okay, I got louvers. I've got so many louvers. I basically bought every louver that 0 Decimal Motorsports makes. If you're building an 818, check out 0 Decimal Motorsports. It's all 818 specific stuff. Well, he has some universal stuff as well, but it's some really neat 818 stuff. So I'm going to be using, if you guys remember, I got like 1 hole in my hood. That's a priority too, to get matching holes in there. And then these had to be installed. These are louvers. They'll eventually be powder coated, gloss black, flat black, I'm not sure. But for now, I'm not worrying about being pretty. For me to just take all the louvers and spend a day doing powder coating, that's something I can do in June when the car is running and on the road. Just, you know, take a Saturday and do that. It's not a priority for me right now. It's not a show car. I just want to get it done. At least done to the point where I can enjoy it, and then maybe the motivation will come to make it pretty and spend that time. So I have lots of louvers. So that's a big chunk of this list, and that's kind of what I've been planning to work on today. I've got some cutouts, my engine covers there, I got my deck lid, they all get louvers, the fenders I've already trimmed, just to get that high pressure out of the back of the fender well. So the only thing left to do now is to just dive in and get messy. Well, that was a pretty productive afternoon. I got I got all the vents trimmed to fit. The front fenders and the engine cover, they're done. They just need to be riveted on. I'm not going to do that yet. I still got to finish body work on a little bit on both of them. They're both going to get painted underneath. I'm actually going to be doing some yoga mat underneath this guy to cut down on the rock noises. You just glue yoga mat to the bottom. So that is going to get done another day. It'll probably get done when I mount this guy on the deck lid, or the trunk, and the louvers in the hood. Both of those get mounted from behind. It's just not a good surface to try to rivet it from the outside or bolt it from the outside. So in both cases, I'm going to need to glue some studs and do a little fiberglassing on the inside. And I'm not going to get into fiberglassing yet. I got some body work to finish, so that's something that can get done later on. But it was important to me to get it all trimmed out and get this mess over with while I was fitting the other ones. So that's it for today. Tomorrow I'm going to come out here and start tackling the whole backside, getting those gaskets replaced, and then start installing everything, heat shields and the pressure sensors and whatnot. So that's it for this video. Hopefully I'll do a few more videos over Christmas. Originally I was going to do it all in one video, but then I realized it'd be like an hour-long video and nobody's going to finish that. So we accomplished something today, and let's see if we can accomplish something tomorrow. Peace.